The machinery of state is designed to be visible. Parliaments debate, presidents decree, and the public watches. But what of the machinery that exists in the shadows? What of the permanent government that endures long after the election signs have been taken down and the victors have moved into their temporary offices? This is the domain of the deep state. Today we shall pull back the velvet curtain and examine this enigmatic force, tracing its contours and exploring its profound, often invisible effects on the society we inhabit. To speak of the deep state is to tread carefully, for the term itself has become a political grenade, lobbed across aisles and into the heart of public discourse. At its core, however, the concept is not inherently conspiratorial. It refers to the entrenched network of career bureaucrats, civil servants, intelligence agencies, and military officials who operate within the government, regardless of which party holds the majority. In theory, this permanence is a virtue. It provides stability, institutional memory, and expertise. It is the anchor that prevents the ship of state from capsizing with every political squall. But the line between institutional stability and institutional self-interest is perilously thin. When the unelected apparatus begins to wield power against the elected leadership, or worse, against the people themselves, the republic finds itself on precarious ground. The primary effect of a deep state on society is the erosion of democratic will. When a president or prime minister is elected on a mandate of change, they often find their ambitions blunted not by the opposition, but by their own administration. Policies are delayed, directives are misinterpreted, and crucial information is withheld. This creates a slow, creeping disillusionment among the populace. The citizen votes believing their voice matters, only to witness the status quo persist with impenetrable resilience. The resultant apathy is the deep state's greatest ally. If the people lose faith that their vote can effect change, the true power reverts to those who never face an election. Society then stagnates, not through tyranny, but through an endless grinding inertia. Beyond policy, the influence of the deep state seeps into the cultural bedrock of society. This permanent class often shares a specific set of cultural and educational backgrounds, forming a monoculture. While diversity of thought is the lifeblood of a free society, a powerful insulated bureaucracy tends to enforce a rigid conformity. We see this in the coordination between intelligence agencies and media outlets, in the revolving door between regulatory bodies and the industries they oversee, and in the groupthink that permeates the halls of power. For the average citizen, this manifests as a narrowing of acceptable debate. Ideas that fall outside the Overton window, that spectrum of ideas deemed acceptable by the establishment, are not merely debated, they are deplatformed, ridiculed and silenced. Society, therefore, does not evolve organically, it is managed. Perhaps the most corrosive effect of the deep state is the destruction of trust. Trust in institutions is the social capital upon which civilization is built. When the public suspects that secretive forces are manipulating events, be it economic policy, foreign entanglements, or public health guidance, the bonds of society begin to fray. We retreat into our own information silos, seeking truth only from sources that confirm our suspicions. Society fractures into tribes, each believing the other has been co-opted by shadowy forces. This paranoia is not always misplaced, but it is weaponized. In such an environment, objective truth becomes a casualty. We are left not with a society united by common facts, but with a collection of factions, each living in a different reality, curated by unseen hands. The deep state is a structural reality of modern governance. Whether it acts as a stabilizing force or a subversive one depends on the vigilance of the people. A free society requires awareness, and we must demand transparency, remembering that in a democracy, the only sovereign is the citizen. The shadows will always exist, but a single lamp of awareness can push them back. If you found value in this exploration, please subscribe and ring the bell to continue shedding light on the structures that shape our world. Like this video to help others discover it, and share your perspective in the comments. Is a permanent bureaucracy a necessary shield or a silent dagger to democracy? Thank you for your attention. Until next time, remain curious. Ain.